after having a lazy day in Wellington yesterday, I realised when I met my friend later on in the evening, and she said, had I been to the Weta Cave yet? And I was like, oh damn it, I've been here like 3 times, and I kept forgetting. Here it is, the Weta Cave. Oh, that'll do. Sweet. And off. The Weta Cave. Go in and have a look what's happening. The Weta Workshop create models and sculptures of all different sizes with enormous detail. They also do lots of design work which they can create to become costumes or props like weapons, as well as creating worlds and towns where the camera can be used to make it look larger with the clever use of perspective in models that are created from everyday objects. Well, that was very interesting. So it's now 12 o'clock, so I've been there for several hours. You couldn't actually film or take pictures of much in there. They didn't want you to, so I took a few snaps of where I was allowed, and then I did a couple of tours, and one went round sort of how they build stuff, and like modelling and prosthetics and everything, and then the other one was Thunderbirds, which was really interesting because I brought back memories from when I was a kid watching the original Thunderbirds. But it's really interesting how they still, even the new stuff, they still shoot from like miniatures, although they call them bigatures because they're actually quite large, quite large models. And then when you get close to it, it's really funny because they've got bits from like bolts or glue bottles, and like there was a Meccano sprocket on one of the roofs of a building. Like it's just all random stuff, like disposable razor blades. You put 2 of them together, and it almost creates kind of like this arm and plates as if they were going to hold some large object. They also did the Halo sort of film. They did Avatar, a bit of Narnia, I think. Just go on the Weta website and have a look. Anyway, let's get out of this busy city and away from all the boring slow drivers and get out on the open road. And hope I don't get wet. I really don't want that cloud to... Oh god, so goodbye Wellington. And now I have a 4-hour ride to New Plymouth. Meet my friends from Eurobike. Once I arrived in New Plymouth, I was shown into my room, which is a lovely double bed, and then unfortunately the rain came in, but I was thankful that I was in the dry by that point. And I had a lovely home-cooked meal as well. The next day I went to Eurobike's office and warehouse, and I saw how everything was organised, and I helped pick and pack a few orders while I was there. So just before I set off and left New Plymouth, I set onto the task of fixing my gear lever. This is my old gear lever, and it rattles around way too much and moves too much. So taking that off and bending another one to fit from a F800. Here it is, all bent up and sprayed up. Nice new Bazzetti one, but the main thing is that the splines in here, because see them there, are so much better than the old ones. The old ones were just awful, and it was just rattling around as you saw. Let me just get the old one. Get out in the sun. You see, there's like only half of them really, and so it just wasn't gripping properly at all, and was just flapping about like brand new. And this place is the most epic workshop, focus, camera, epic little garage workshop ever. So good. You've got everything in it. Everything you could possibly imagine in here. Like pillar drills, lathes, like all sorts of stuff. It's my new gear lever all put on. It's nice because it's got a little rubber mount here, but it's also foldable, so yeah, and it's, look at that, no movement at all, beautiful. Spline saved. Well, it's been a nice few, or 2 days in New Plymouth, hanging around with the guys from Eurobike, which is one of the main importers over here. One of the biggest ones we used to work with at the bike shop. So it was cool. It actually gave me a couple of contacts that I might be able to contact when I get to Melbourne, and maybe get a job in the bike industry over there, either with the importer or maybe with one of their suppliers somewhere. I don't know, we'll see. It's a nice little lead, so it'll be cool if I do it and get a job in the bike stuff, because it'll be more experience, and I enjoy working in the bike industry. I just need to be strict enough that I don't spend my earnings in the shop, because it's really hard when you work with a bike shop and you love bikes as much as I do. You end up spending all your money in the shop and going, wow, what have I got to save, and what's going to give me what can I use for fuel and take me on my trip? And you go, nothing, but I've got a cool exhaust and I've got all this gear. Oh, it's amazing. So yeah, I had a really nice old bed and some nice home cooked meals. It's now 1 o'clock, and if I was to ride directly to Auckland, it's about 4.5, 5 hours. But because I'm playing around on gravel roads for like 160 k's, I don't know, I'll make a decision whether I call it a day in camp or whether I just pull a late one and get to Auckland. But yeah, it's really good. So I just had a lunch in that little cafe there, and I got a nice new gear lever as well, which is I'm really chuffed about. That was really good. So I got out of New Plymouth, got some fuel, and then I've hit this road that I was recommended. Sort my trousers out, and yeah, it's really cool. It's nice little windy sort of small road, and it appears there's a cool tunnel, so I had to quickly put the camera on. Yeah, it's a bit of gravel, so I've dropped my tyre pressures probably for the last time on this trip. Look at this. How cool is that? A little waterfall and everything. And that's the wrong gear. There we go. Oh. It is slippery in here. It's all like wet clay stuff. Yeah. Cool little tunnel. See if I can. Yeah, cool little tunnel. I've actually seen that picture on some of the Facebook adventure rider groups that's here saying, guess where I am. So now I know where they are. Water running down off of this. I'll stop again. Oh, hang on, balance the bike. Yeah, it's all just sort of like pouring down, but really slowly. Also cool. It's just kind of nice northern sort of, North Island scenery and hills and Shire-ish. Nice, and the weather's awesome. I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's really nice. 22 degrees, nice blue skies, lovely. So after being some nice sort of open gravel roads, tunnel, yay! It's gone into this. That's a cool tunnel. I like these tunnels, as much as they're slippery inside, but yes, slippery. Well, the tunnels are cool. And the road's gone to this now, which is cool. A bit more interesting than the gravel roads. That goat figure its life out? No, not yet. Come on, goat, figure your life out. Yep, got there, that'll do, you're fine. Stay there. Good. Clever goat. Not like sheep. They're thick as shit. This is cool. Nice, easy kind of track. End the... I keep saying end the trip. I mean, it is end. It's the last couple of days. But it's probably the only off-road track I'll do, actually. Come to think of it. So yeah, last track. Enjoying this. This is good fun. Way more interesting than, say, State Highway 3. Now, I've seen some special parking in New Zealand, but this, I think this wins. Somehow, have they rolled it? Maybe. Yeah, I guess it's rolled. But somehow, they've binned it on here. They must have been going pretty damn quick. And pretty bloody stupid to do that. Let's just go onto here and turn it around. Oh. Here we go. No, almost dropped it. Yeah. Look at this. Smashed it in and left it. What wallies? Must have been going too fast. Waterfall. Now I'm noticing the big differences between the North and the South Island. I like how the North Island is almost slightly tropical, with the palm, with the palm trees everywhere. Kind of like they really stick out because they're a different kind of green to everything else. Scooby. Cars seem to like to drive in the middle of the road. Get bloody over. As I said it, she was coming on my side. I mean, I'm only about a metre wide, maybe just over a metre with panniers. We're probably just under, I don't know. But if you don't have a metre on the left, what were they going to do if I was a car? It's really nice scenery through here. The fact that the weather's nice is making this an awesome afternoon. Oh man, it's like someone's literally just turned the tap on. It was perfectly sunny 1 minute ago, and then it just all of a sudden started to properly rain. And I didn't even get a slight chance of being prepared for it. So I'm just quickly now going to throw on my oversuit. And I've realised I've got to find my tank bag. Rain cover too.
Oh, bloody New Zealand and bloody weather and bloody. Well, bloody typical. I've just put on my gear, got everything, put all the packets away and put all my rain cover on and rain jacket on, and it stopped raining. So, bugger it, it's going to stay on, just in case it does that again. Now our camera's going to die. I need to put it in here to charge. Right, take it off, turn the camera off. Bloody hell. Goodbye. So it's 70 kilometres to the next, to my campsite. I'm going to ride up to Auckland tomorrow instead and have a nice chilled last day. Now this is going to be basically the last evening in the tent and the last, well, until Australia, but for a good week, especially in New Zealand. It's been my last time. Feels a bit weird. I'm obviously in quite a good mood because I'm very mood based on the weather. So if it gets grey and shit, I'm not interested. But it's not. It's lovely and it's sunny. And I had that moment of rain. I put my waterproofs on and I didn't need them again, so I've taken them off. Look at the state of that cloud. I think I might get wet tonight. We're only 10 minutes from the campsite, so hopefully I can get a space and get pitched and sorted before that dumps on me. See what happens to it, shall we? Done the old ride around the campsite a few times to find a nice spot, and I think this is it. I don't know. I'm assuming you're not allowed vehicles in here because of all the little posts, but they should have made them smaller so I couldn't get in. That's what I'm saying. No, missed it. Put this little puck on there just in case it the ground gets a bit soft in the rain. That'll do. Done. So yeah, picture on this last bit of grass. That weather's going to come in a minute. Yeah, not too busy. Sweet, let's get set up. Well, I only just managed to get my tent. Like as I was putting the inner sort of shell up with the pipes, it started to throw it down, so I quickly grabbed the outer shell and threw it over the top and just sort of slung it over, and then ripped off stuff off my bike and just threw it in the tent, just because, so it's underneath the shelter. Put my oversuit jacket on, and yeah, I just about managed to get away with it. It then paused raining for a second, so I was able to get the tent up properly and bang the pegs in and everything. This is me in the tent now, until tomorrow, 7:30, so have some food, and chill out for a bit, and then go to bed. So yeah, last day in the rain, in the tent, in New Zealand. Fingers crossed Tassie's a bit drier. I went into Countdown today, in New Plymouth, just to get a few bits and a few beers for the people that I stayed at. And I found this on the shelf, Mr. Kipling. They're my favourite as well, cherry bakewells, and it's the real deal. Look, where's the light? Made in Britain. So I am gonna I am gonna devour all 6 tonight. As it's raining, and I don't care. I'm gonna bang the film on, drain my laptop, watch some films, drain that torch, and just chow down on some Mr. Kipling pies. Like, I've missed these and I haven't had them in for ages, so the fact that they were in Countdown randomly was amazing. Yeah, proper happy with that. Oh, That's home, that is. Bum. 2 mouthfuls, all we need.